On October 4th, 1992, a 747-200LL freighter plane took off from Schiphol Airport at 5:21 p.m. UTC. It climbed for 6 minutes until, according to the official flight records, the plane encountered a serious problem at 5:27 p.m. On board were 3 crew members and 1 passenger: Captain Fuchs, First Officer Ohad, Flight Engineer Sofer, and a passenger who had hitched a ride to go to Tel Aviv to marry her future husband, an LL employee who had scored her the trip. Late that afternoon, all 4 felt that something was seriously wrong with the aircraft.
Sure, 1862, Roger, Quake Cannon 237, turn left heading 090. Turn left 090, go 232. 1862, do you wish to return to Schiphol?
They confirmed, and the pilots reported an engine fire.
Roger, we have fire on engine number 3, we have fire on engine number 3.
Schiphol then replied again.
Roger, heading 270, downwind. 270, downwind.
Around 30 seconds later, LL 1862 reported an even larger problem.
L1862, look number 3 and number 4 enter. Number 3 and number 4 enter. Roger, 1862.
Schiphol recommended runway 6 for a landing because of a stronger headwind, but Captain Fuchs instead requested runway 27, which was a longer and closer runway, but with a tailwind that would make it more difficult to land.
1012, we request 27 for landing. Roger, can you go approach now 1212 for your lineup?
The greater difficulty, though, was that the aircraft was too high to safely land at runway 27, so the aircraft had to loop in order to lose enough altitude. And that's when the real problem emerged.
L1862, just to be sure, your engines number 3 and 4 are out?
Number 3 and 4 are out, and we have problems with our flaps.
Problem with the flaps, no, Roger.
What the crew couldn't see in the cockpit was that the 3rd and 4th engine were not malfunctioning because of a fire, but because both engines had completely fallen off of the plane. A failure in the fuse pin mechanism in the 3rd engine had made it so that the 3rd engine would take the 4th engine with it, as well as scraping off the Kruger flaps. Important hydraulics and additional controls were shredded off as well. And now it had only 2 options: either thrust and turn uncontrollably right, or stay on the heading without thrust. The captain was unable to control his plane.
L1862, continue descent 1500, 1500.
What does like happen that we have a bloody problem?
You have controlling problems as well, what you do. I said, this taking the problem now, but controls.
It would tilt off the runway heading and begin to nosedive. The end was inevitable.
Back down, 1862, back down, back down, back down.
Out.
At 5:35 on October 4th, 1992, a cargo plane carrying 4 people crashed into an 11-story residential building in Amsterdam. It's the largest flight disaster to ever occur on Dutch soil, and it's left a lot of difficult questions unanswered.